Oh, I didn't know there was a new store here. Must be brand new.
Welcome.
Hey, is this store new? I've never seen it before.
No, we've been here for a while, but we just went through a renovation.
Well, that's cool, but you don't seem too excited about it. Do you carry statins here?
Statins? We don't have those here. Just eat some meat and cut down on sugar and carbs.
What? Is this a pharmacy or not? I need statins to lower my cholesterol.
Lower your cholesterol, huh? Did you know that statins can increase the risk of cancer? You've been fooled by the pharmaceutical companies.
What?
Let me explain. For those who don't know, statins are one of the most prescribed drugs in America, used to lower cholesterol. But the truth is, they're not as helpful as advertised unless your cholesterol levels are dangerously high and could cause problems at any moment. According to Dr. Rita F. Redberg, aside from people with genetic conditions, only those who've already had a stroke, heart attack, or gout might live longer with statins. And even then, it's only a small group. 1 to 2 out of every 100 patients who benefit.
Who are you talking to?
And here's something even more concerning. Statins are usually prescribed as lifelong medications, but we don't actually have research on their long-term effects or side effects, especially when it comes to diseases like cancer, which take decades to manifest. In fact, Dr. Uffe Ravenskov points out that people with low cholesterol, compared to those with normal or high levels, had 3 times the risk of cancer, and cancer mortality was 3 times higher in that group. Pharmacist Ben Fuchs also referenced a 1996 JAMA study that cautioned against using fibrates and statins except for those at high short-term risk of heart disease, since these drugs caused cancer in rodents.
Wait, are you really saying statins cause cancer? My doctor said—
Hold on. I'm not saying you should stop taking your meds, but you need to be informed about the potential risks. Talk to your doctor, focus on a healthy lifestyle, eat well, cut out sugar and processed foods, and don't rely only on statins without understanding the bigger picture. So, if you're not buying anything today, it might be a good time to say goodbye.
What? You just hit me with all this info and now you're kicking me out? This place is weird. But I guess it was informative. I found research that says statins are safe.
You printed all of this? What a waste. Aren't you sorry for the trees? You just killed 30 years of a tree's life.
What a manipulation. These papers would have been used anyway.
Exactly! Manipulation! You're so easily fooled.
That microphone again?
Let's talk about facts. Dr. Asim Malhotra says it best.
We need to accept that the pharmaceutical industry are there to make profit. They're profit-making businesses. They don't have a legal or fiduciary obligation to give you the best treatment.
The pharmaceutical industry is a business. It's about profit, not necessarily the best treatment. They lobby doctors, fund research, and create bias in the system. Even without direct lobbying, doctors get funded by these companies, and that influences how they treat patients.
Lobby? That's insane. Is this all true?
Peter C. Gutzcha pointed this out too. Current medical system is no longer an evidence-based system. It's finance and eminence-based. This is the key! Dr. Marianne Damasi has highlighted that there's no transparency of trial results when it comes to long-term statin side effects. The data is controlled by the CTT, Cholesterol Treatment Trialists, collaboration, led by Professor Rory Collins, And guess what? They've received millions from the companies that make statins. Not only this, they won't release the raw data for independent researchers to verify the trial results. So how can we trust the research if we can't see all the info? Rita F. Redberg says trials can be easily manipulated by giving out medicine before the trial and excluding people who show side effects, making it seem like there aren't many issues. In one famous study, the heart protection study, 36% of participants were excluded before the trial even began.
How can this be so corrupt?
That's why you need to do your own research. We're living in a world with so much biased information. I'm not saying statins are 100% bad. They can help people at high short-term risk of heart disease. Always consult with your doctor. But knowing this helps you avoid taking them recklessly.
Oh.
I guess it's time for you to go. And please don't come back if you're not buying anything.
I've been kicked out twice? Unbelievable. But this place is actually kind of fun. See you next time. Hey, I'm back.
Welcome.
Shockingly, I just learned that low LDL cholesterol also weakens your immune system.
Oh, are you gonna explain this? Guess you've been studying…
No, you will.
Huh. Okay, I'll tell you why. A Japanese study revealed something shocking. We used to think LDL cholesterol was bad and a cause of heart disease, but the research shows that having a higher LDL level actually reduces the risk of all-cause mortality. Basically, higher LDL might help you live longer. This is the key! Even more surprising, those with low cholesterol have weaker immune systems. Lymphocytes, those are white blood cells that fight off infections, are fewer in people with low cholesterol. These lymphocytes include T cells, which protect us from infection, B cells, which create antibiotics in our body, and natural killer cells that destroy infected and diseased cells. And guess what? If the number of lymphocytes decreases, that means we become more vulnerable to viruses, bacteria, and even cancer.
Oh my God, they are like soldiers for our immune system.
Knowing fact, let's look at the Leiden 85+ study. The Leiden 85+ study also showed that low cholesterol is linked to a higher risk of cancer. In fact, people with cholesterol levels over 250 had a lower cancer risk than those in the normal range, while those with low cholesterol were at the highest risk. So lowering cholesterol too much may actually hurt your immune system, not help it. Now, you really did study a lot.
Great lecture! And those test results were shocking!
Great lecture? Of course! Who do you think I am? People with cholesterol levels…
Okay. I think I also learned that this is a time to say goodbye.